Hello everyone. Let's review Pasuram 23 in Tirupavai. Māri malai muzhaiñjil manni kiḍanduṛangum cīriya śingam aṛivurṛut tī-vizhittu vēri mayir ponga eppāḍum pērndudari mūri nimirndu muழங்கி puṛappaṭṭu pōdarumā pōlē நீ pūvaippu-vāṇṇa உன் kōyil நின்று இங்கனே pōndaruḻi kōppuḍaiya cīriya śingāsanattirundu யாம் வந்த kāriyam ārāynd-aruḻēlōr empāvāy. So in this Pasuram, Andal and the gopis are requesting Krishna to come to the court, listen to their request and decide what to do with it. So let's look at the meaning. Māri malai muzhaiñjil manni kiḍanduṛangum cīriya śingam. Māri means rain, malai means mountain, muzhaiñjil means cave. Urangum means sleeping. Kiḍanduṛangum means lying down and sleeping. Cīriya means powerful. Śingam is lion. So, māri malai muzhaiñjil manni kiḍanduṛangum cīriya śingam. So, we didn't touch on manni. I'll come back to that. So, what this means is the lion is sleeping in the mountain cave. It's lying down and sleeping in the mountain cave. Manni here means mannippu. Mannippu means excuse. So the lion is sleeping in the mountain cave. Typically, lions are sitting outside so bravely, right? So lion is a representation of majestic lion. So it shows power and strength and bravery. But this lion is sleeping inside the cave. What is the excuse for the lion to sleep inside the cave? Māri, rain. Because it was raining, the lion was sleeping inside the cave. Now what is that lion doing? Aṛivuṛṛut tī-vizhittu. So aṛivuṛṛut means it came awake. Tī-vizhittu. Tī-vizhittu means it was looking around. So vizhittu means to look around. Tī-vizhittu. So the stare of a lion is very intense. It's unnerving. So that's what this means. Tī-vizhittu means it's staring intensely. It's looking around with intensity. So the tī here references fire. So the tī-vizhittu is it's looking around intensely. That means it's becoming alert. Vēri mayir ponga. Mayir means mane. So vēri mayir ponga. So the mane of the lion is standing up from the root. So that means the mane is in full display. So that also is a sign of alertness. Eppāḍum pērndudari. Eppāḍum means all directions. Pērndu is pērndu, that means to move. Udari is stretching. So the lion was sleeping, now it's gotten up, it's staring intently around it. Its mane is in full display and it's walking in all directions, stretching. Mūri nimirndu. Mūri means sombal. So the laziness that we feel after we wake up from sleep. So, mūri nimirndu means sombal viduttu. So, it's trying to shake off the laziness out of that sleep. So, that means it's trying to get alert. Muzhangi, now it's roaring. So, if the lion woke up and its mane is in full display and it's roaring, this lion is ready. Puṛappaṭṭu pōdarumā. So, puṛappaṭṭu means it's to start. Pōdarumā is it's going. It's starting to move. So, the lion was sleeping. Now it woke up, it's gotten very energetic, it's become alert and it's going where it needs to go. Like that, pōlē, like that. Ni means you, it references Krishna. Ni pūvaippu-vāṇṇa. So pūvaippu is a flower called bilberry. It's very similar to blueberry and it has blue color flowers. In Tamil it's called as kāriyam. So, pūvaippu-vāṇṇa means one who is blue in color. You, Krishna, who is blue in color, un kōyil nindru ingane pōndaruļi. So, un kōyil nindru means leave your mansion. Kōyil is his house. We said ko means king, il means residence. So, kōyil is king's residence. So, you leave your house. Ingane pōndaruļi. Ingane means to this place. Pōndaruļi. Pōndaruļi means grace this place with your presence. That means come to this place. So, just like that lion, it was sleeping so far. what the Andal and gopis are saying is, okay, fine, we've been trying to wake you up from all these pasurams. You were sleeping. That's okay. Just like that lion that was sleeping because of the rain, let that go. But now you please become alert, wake up and come. Come where? Kōppuḍaiya cīriya śingāsanattirundu. So, kōppuḍaiya means prestigious. Cīriya means great. Simhasanam is the throne. So, they're asking, just like that, wake up, get ready, become alert, leave your house and come to the court, because that's where the throne is. So every king will have a hall of audience. That's where all the subjects will come. The throne will be there. And so you please come and sit in that. So you were sleeping so far, that's okay. Now become alert and come to the court is what they're trying to say. Cīriya śingāsanattirundu. So sit in the throne. Yam vanda kāriyam ārāynd-aruḷēlōr empāvāy. So yam means we. Vanda kāriyam is the purpose for which we came to you. So yam vanda kāriyam ārāynd. Ārāynd means you listen to it, think about it and decide what you need to do. So that means you review the purpose for which we have come. You decide what to do. Aruḷēlōr empāvāy. Arul means granted. So you please come to wake up from your bed, leave your mansion, please come to the court, sit in the throne, listen to what we have to say, our request, and then you decide on that request and grant whatever it is that you want to grant us. So that's what the Pasuram says. But the key thing here you have to look at is Yam vanda kāriyam ārāynd-aruḻēlōr empāvāy. So Andal and gopis did not say aruḻēlōr empāvāy. They didn't say just give us what we want. They said, you please consider our request, you make a decision, and whatever decision you make, we are okay with it. So this reflects that principle of Charanagati. So if you take a step back, think about it, the palace security guard, the gatekeeper, even Nappinai, everybody allowed the gopis inside the palace, right? They came all the way up to Krishna's room. So that means they have some special advantage within the palace, because not anyone and everyone can go inside the palace. But the gopis were able to. And then if you look at it, what are the gopis asking Krishna? They are saying, Krishna, we want to be always united with you. They are not asking for riches, property, fame, power, beauty, none of those. They are just simply saying, we want to always be at your service. We want to always be associated with you. We always want to be near you. That's all they are asking. By anybody's standard, that is a very noble ask, right? So, but even then, Andal and gopis are not saying to Krishna, we know you, we are asking for something reasonable, so give it to us. They are not saying that. They are saying, Krishna, please listen to what we are asking, and if you think we are deserving of it, then you give it. Because that's why there is a ārāynd. There is a judgment that Krishna will make. And that shows all the principles of Charanagati. We saw that there were 6 principles in Charanagati. One is nirbhara bhakti, means having complete faith in God. Not even as having a second opinion about what God will do. Completely believing that God will do good for us. God will give me what I need to have. That is a complete faith. Whatever He decides for us, even if we don't understand it, it is for our good. So that is the complete bhakti there, right? And then surrendering to God's mercy. That means taking whatever He gives with accepting whatever He gives. Not saying, if you give me something good, you're a good God. If you give me something bad, I won't believe in you. Not like that. Accepting that equally. That's why they are saying, ārāynd-aruḻēlōr empāvāy. They absolutely wanted what they had asked for. They don't have to put the word ārāynd. That means what they're saying, whatever you decide, we are okay with it. We will accept anything you give us. We know you will give it to us only if we are deserving. So those are the things that are reflected there. So surrendering to God's mercy. And then the humility, right? Not acting with entitlement. Even though they have the special advantage to get into the temple, they're asking for something good, they are becoming humble. They are being humble and they are asking Krishna. So this Pasuram is reflecting all the principles of Charanagati, which is the main theme of Tirupavai as well. So that's the key takeaway. So now we do talk about Charanagati while we are looking at all the pasurams. And we all know Tirupavai was written by Andal, and they are imagining themselves to be gopis. And these are all divine beings. So Charanagati is something in their daily vocabulary, right? But now for normal people like us, who are still attached to things and all that, what is the tangible takeaway from this pasuram? What can we take and implement in our lives, right? Charanagati is quite a stretch. Whether it's possible or impossible is a different thing. Bhakti is an inward journey, and it's a personal journey. Every single person is at different point in that bhakti. So whether it is possible, impossible is a different question. But regardless, it is a long journey. It is a stretch. So what can we all take from this pasuram and implement in our lives, right? So the key takeaway, the tangible takeaway that we can take from this pasuram is acceptance. Let's explore that a little bit more. So if you see, for every human being, at some point in their life, they will find themselves in circumstances that are not to their liking, right? It will happen to everybody at some point. So it could be something like being stuck in a job that you don't like, or having to associate with people whom you're not very fond of, or illness that you have to recover from, or even as something simple as, I want to lose weight, or someone wanting to buy a house or a car and financial circumstances are not helpful that way or not favorable, or someone wanting to get married and then it's getting delayed. All these are situations that could happen in anybody's life. And most people don't want all these situations in their life, right? So none of us like it. And some of us will react more to a particular situation than the others. But regardless, these are all not situations that we like. And the common theme, if you see with all these situations, is even if you put your best effort, there are certain pieces that are outside of your control that need to also happen so that you can change the circumstance. So all of these will take some time, right? And generally what happens when anyone finds themselves in any of these circumstances, life can feel on hold. And when life feels on hold and we are wanting to be somewhere, but we are here, the natural result is stress, right? So people will feel frustrated, people feel upset, some people may complain about it, some people may keep quiet, but there will be some reactions that they may not recognize and point to it as stress. People may feel restless. No matter what we do, we can't relax, or not being able to sleep or not being able to sleep well. All of those things, that lump in the throat, more anxiety, becoming fearful of situations, these are all responses to stress. And that's a natural response. That's how we human beings react, because our mind always wants everything to be under control. The moment something goes out of control, our mind gets overwhelmed and then it starts acting more and more. So in all of these situations, the key thing that we have to take away from here is acceptance. And by acceptance, what it means is temporarily acknowledging that this is the situation I'm in. Not always thinking, oh, I hate that I'm in this situation. Rather thinking that this situation is not something to my liking. I'm working towards changing this situation. But until then, this is the reality and I will do what I have to do willingly. If we get that mindset, then we'll be able to go through that period of being in that tough situation with a lot more ease and grace than if we didn't adopt this attitude. So, for example, let's say that somebody is stuck in a job that they don't like. So mentally, they have come to that conclusion. That's it, this job won't work. So the next step naturally is to go find another job. Obviously, we all know that's a process, right? It can take 2 weeks, it can take 6 months. But what happens between the 2 weeks and 6 months, and anybody who's gone through this will know, finding a job is not easy. Then every single day, we'll say, oh my gosh, I'm not finding a job. Oh my gosh, this is not working out. That person didn't call for an interview. There is that one side of it. And then if you see what happens in the current job, It's like, oh, I already decided I don't like this job. So then they become, oh my gosh, I have to go to work this morning. I hate this job. I don't like all these colleagues. They're all mean people. I don't have to take so much responsibility. I'm anyway going to leave in 6 months. These are all ideas or attitudes or thoughts that come to us every day that make that intermittent period very stressful. So, if you're able to accept that circumstance and go with it, then we can avoid stress. And where there is no stress, naturally there is cheer. So, that is the takeaway that we can have. In fact, what we are saying here is called as the principle of mindfulness. There is a very popular self-help teacher, or he's also a spiritual guru, Eckhart Tolle, and he says, whatever the present moment contains, accept it, right? As if you had chosen it. Don't work against it, right? Work with it, don't work against it. And what acceptance means, that knowing that this moment requires me to do the following things, and therefore I'm going to do it willingly. So that's what acceptance means, and that is the primary teaching for mindfulness, something that allows you to fight stress in our life in an everyday manner. So you can see that in those quotes also, you can see similarities to Charanagati. Here, when you say, I believe in Krishna, whatever Krishna gives, I will accept, it creates that mindset to be able to accept the current situation and find a way through it and not get stressed, because now you think that that is what Krishna has given. So, very similar. So, it is mindfulness or acceptance. And if we develop that attitude, we can make sure that our everyday life is stress free. And even if it is not completely stress free, we are able to better handle what situations come in our life. That's all for today. Thank you.